G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do the review, which is between Geelong and Essendon, which was at Shepparton.
It was, mate.
Pretty warm as well, apparently. This is probably one of our quickest reviews of all time because it's hours after the game, basically. So it was Geelong by 87 points. Did it pretty easily in the end, mate. We watched on Foxtel, thanks to your sister Jess.
Yeah, that's very handy.
So that certainly helped out. Watched it together, which we don't normally. So we've seen 1.5 games together this year. So it's increased exponentially.
Yeah, it's better than most years, but it was a bit of a walkover, wasn't it, mate? Pretty easy win.
Yeah, no, we did it pretty easily, as you said. Not too much of an issue for us, and it probably never was going to be. But your thoughts on the game, mate? How do you sort of see it as tough to gauge and not a great result for us outside of the scoreboard?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, scoreboard-wise, as you said, we're always going to have a pretty comfortable victory, you would have thought. The Bombers didn't take over some of their better top-up players.
Yeah, which is interesting.
And also, when they trimmed the squad down from 29 to 26, left out Zaharakis and Zach Merritt, which was also interesting. Two of their better midfielders as well. So, you know, we did what we had to do, I suppose. The stats read nicely. Everyone did all right, got some minutes in the league. Some players were better than others. But, look, it's hard to, as you say, gauge because it was just such a cruisy win, and especially once we started off well, which we were pretty sharp early, I must say.
Yeah.
But definitely in that second half, it was just with the heat as well, everyone was just like, well, this result's beyond doubt. Quarters were shorter, breaks were longer. It was a strange circumstance, but as you touched on, if you ask me who was the winner out of the day, or who got more out of the day, you'd almost say Essendon because, you know, they got some youngsters, you know, into the game against some really good players.
Yep.
Plus, we lost Jackson Thurlow, which looks really bad.
Not happy about it.
I mean, when I think about positives from the game for us, there is a few, of course, but that is the glaring negative when I'm thinking about the game because a lot of people probably might be watching on and go, oh, Jackson Thurlow, he's just a fringe player, you know, he's young, he'll be back, but he's a big loss.
He certainly is.
He's on the cards to possibly be a big improver. He's probably in the top 3 or 4 kicks at the club.
Yeah, for sure.
Good height, good rebounder, would have been crucial to this season. And without jumping the gun, it looked like an ACL, and that's a bit concerning.
I'm with you on that, mate. It's the way it sort of all happened with the bumps in the past have led to ACLs, and they have to look at Daniel Menzel with his first one. So, it looks terrible at the moment. The scans will reveal everything Monday, or the likely outcome. But, PCL, the worst or best case scenario.
Yeah, I suppose best case he might return mid-season if it's not the ACL.
Yeah. Well, we're jumping the gun, saying worst case scenario, and not expecting him to play because it looked terrible and the way it all happened. But bit of a negative, but that's sort of how it goes. We don't get too much luck with injuries, unfortunately, but can't be too salty about it, I guess.
I guess Vardy was promising up forward. I liked what happened with the ruck.
Yeah.
Sort of combinations were decent. Kolajasny showed that he was improving as ever. So a few positives there, but I reckon me and you could have got a kick out there, mate. It was pretty crazy at times.
Yeah, that's saying something. But yeah, sort of the final points that I saw, it was a bit of a training drill at times. Dominated the game. As you said, the stats, we won basically everything except for tackles, and that generally suggests a lot of things. So we're plus 12 in clearances for the second week running.
Yeah.
So the exact number, 12 more than the opposition. So pretty promising that we're working on something that's been pretty terrible in the past, over the last few years since Fred Altons has retired. The ball movement was pretty good from time to time. End-to-end movement especially was pretty cruisy, as you sort of said. The A to B was pretty dandy, so we did all right there. But, I guess another negative, if you like, disposal and decision-making is a bit leaving wanting at times. Where kicking inside 50 especially, like sometimes you just wonder what they're thinking and what they see.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times today where kick out of the pocket, like a sharp pocket, and there was more Bombers than Cats, and then you saw, I can't remember who kicked it, but you kicked it back and it was sort of just over the top of the middle to the fat side of the ground to 3 Bombers, and what did you see? So,
yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, no, it was a couple of times where I'm just like, what are you doing there? What are you actually finding?
Yeah.
Colourblind, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, for the most part, pretty promising. But again, it's a NAB challenge game against a team that's going to struggle this year, so there's not too much to read into about the whole thing. But yeah, we'll leak out what positives and we can. So, how'd you see the votes, mate?
Yeah, I thought there were two clear best players for us. Duncan, I felt, was best on for the Cats. He was fantastic, and his ball use is just unbelievable, which we will probably touch on a lot throughout the year because he's just such a great kid. And it's great to see. So.
Yeah, his goal was just swish.
Yeah, it was great. And Dangerfield, of course, was brilliant again. A little sloppier at times as he was last week, but he just wins the ball so well, and we all know he's going to be a great addition for us. And the one vote, there were probably 5 or 6 players I could have given it to, and
there's a couple.
Zach Smith I ended up giving it to almost. Maybe it wasn't the best game by a ruckman of all time or anything, but I just liked that he really showed a lot and put his hand up for that first ruck spot. He had the 14 touches. Just the one tackle, but I enjoyed the 10 contested touches, which really shows that he's following up his ruck work. I think he only had 8 or 9 hit-outs, but just sharing it with Stanley, but he really followed it up well.
Mm-hmm.
Got down there with the mids and won his own ball, and I just liked his game. I think he was a real presence around the contest and did his chances for that owning the ruck spot, no harm at all.
Yeah, did all the dirty work and then some. But you mentioned him throughout the game, and you were pretty keen on how he's going, and you said he's probably going to be number 1.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Stanley, they shared it reasonably well, but I just feel maybe right at the moment, Smith might just be in front.
Yeah, bigger load though, I guess. And pretty mobile also.
Yeah, but how do you see the votes, man?
Somewhat similar. Duncan got the 21 disposals, 6 marks, and also kicked a very nice goal, so he got the 3 votes. Just silky, clean, and probably, the best performer on the day, just using the ball really well as he normally does, and finds his way to get it, and it's going to go down well once he's got the footy. So did very nicely. 2 votes to Paddy Dangerfield. He got the 24 disposals, and he also got 7 tackles, working really hard around the contest, and a goal, which was they were both unbelievable goals. He snapped one around the corner from a clearance, which doesn't happen ever for us, but it was fantastic once again. As you sort of said about his ball use, is a bit sloppy at times, but hopefully he can. I think he's always been that way, to be honest, so I don't think it's going to really go away, but fingers crossed he can sort of maybe work on it and be a bit more effective where he kicks it when he goes forward normally. So Paddy did really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he will. Duncan and Dangerfield will be in the votes a lot, so I can see already. Selwood, Duncan, Dangerfield.
Key for us, yeah.
they'll be hanging around there. So 1 vote went to Josh Caddy. He got the 15 disposals, 5 marks, a couple of tackles, and a couple of goals to go along with his name. Started on like a house on fire. He was really keen to get back into the contest, and in the heat of the game, he was pretty solid contributor for us. Kicked a couple nice and early, and I just liked his attack around the ball and around the contest. Sort of showed that real fight and grit and determination that we so desperately need, and I just liked his output for the day. And first game back for the year did really well.
No, he certainly did, mate. Some good names in there. We'll need them playing well from week to week.
That's right. If they're getting in the votes now, they have to be. But moving on to next week, we got Fremantle at Domain Stadium. I'm guessing it is next week, mate.
Yeah, it is.
So that'll be a big contest there. Be pretty warm, no doubt. And we don't travel too well at Domain as of late.
No, we don't. Might have a few changes. Mackie might play. You'd think Mensa might get another run and things like that, but we'll probably look to bring as close to a best 22 sort of setup as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Probably not swap it around as much as maybe we have in the last couple, because generally that last NAB Challenge game teams look to almost have a bit of a dress rehearsal for season proper.
Yeah, okay.
And lead into the season how they would like.
So there's only 3 games?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think over 4 weeks and you miss 1 week, I think. But
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I won't get to watch it. I'll be over in Warrnambool. So,
yeah. Watching not watching. Playing tennis, mate.
I'll probably watch. I'll probably get knocked out first round. So
maybe have it on the pub. The pub will have it on.
Yeah, that'll be nice. But yeah, it'll be good to see. Good challenge against the Dockers, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think Dockers should get the job done pretty comfortably. They usually do a great job on us. So they better set home last year pretty comfortably by 7 goals. So yeah, no, they won't be going too hard at it. They'll be having a crack, but it certainly won't be like a normal home and away game. But always struggle to travel over there for years and years. But that's the nature of the game, and the Dockers are a good side. So that's where they're at with Roscoe re-signing and everything. It's all happening for them. But it should be an interesting contest, and can't wait for the actual season to start.
Yeah, it's not far away, so it'll be good when it does come around because this is good, but nothing like the actual season.
Yeah, it's like an entree, isn't it, mate? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, a couple of chips are alright, but you just want to get stuck to the palmy. So
That old entree comparison, eh?
I do like talking about it. So
Yeah.
there you go. But couldn't be matched up much better, and hopefully we go alright next week against the Dockers. Should be a good one.
Yeah, no, hopefully, mate.
We'll see how we go. Alright, thanks for sticking around, guys. Don't forget to check out darijoe. Does the Geelong video goal highlights each week. We'll probably have them up, I'd say, sometime tomorrow, Arvo, probably Monday. But yeah, I'll put the link in once he has uploaded the highlights. Pretty early review for us, so thanks for watching in. We'll catch you guys later on.
Probably next week.
Probably next week. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Give the video a like. Share it around. That'd be fantastic. And we'll catch you guys then. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you then.